Now let's get into Padre baseball. They take 2 out of 3 over the weekend against the Kansas City Royals. They got the Washington Nationals coming in tonight. Friday night they get beat 6-5. They out hit Kansas City 12-11. Royals snapped a 4-4 ball game, 2 runs top of the eighth, and they end up hanging on to a 6-5 victory. Manny hit that home run in the ninth. Nick Pivetta did not have a great outing. 4 and 2/3, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, couple of walks. 3 strikeouts, gave up a homer to Bobby Witt Jr. Bobby Witt Jr. didn't do much. I mean, he's a talented guy, just didn't have a good series. Overall, Padres swung the bat pretty well. Manny had a couple of hits that night, along with his 12th homer, his 20th double. Xander Bogaerts continues to swing the bat very, very well. 3 for 4, a walk, a run scored. And Tyler Wade down in that number 9 spot got a couple of hits on Friday night, but they got beat Friday night, 6-5, and then Saturday on national TV, they won 5-1. Padres led 2-1 in the bottom of the seventh. Fernando landed a 3-run homer to left center, first homer in 101 plate appearances for Fernando. Dylan Cease threw another good ball game, 6 and 2/3, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Picked up his 3rd win of the year. Really, the thing that I liked about Cease on Saturday, he used his fastball, and he was able to command his fastball, where a lot of times he falls in love with just throwing that slider. And I really thought he pitched that game. He didn't throw. He wasn't a thrower on Saturday. He was a pitcher. And I thought he really did a heck of a job. And then Estrada came in for 2/3 of the inning, gave up a hit, couple of punch outs. Adrian Morejon closed it out. Non-save situation, 1 and 2/3. Fernando 1 for 3, a walk. Bogaerts another 2-hit game. Padres, they out hit Kansas City 8-4. They were 3 for 7 with runners in scoring position in the 31st sellout year at 43,241. Sunday afternoon. Now, I've been telling you, and I know Jose Iglesias has not swung the bat well. Even with his hit yesterday, he's hitting 232. But I'm telling you, against left-handed pitching, this guy needs to be in the lineup. Cronenworth does not look good at the plate. I mean, Jake is right now hitting 241. He got pinch hit for yesterday, and thank goodness Mike Schilt pulled the trigger on that. 2 outs in the 7th inning. Iglesias down 0-2 in the count. Lines a 2-run single to right field to tie it up. He makes that incredible throw. How about that throw in the 9th inning? Merrill gets it in to Iglesias, and he wheels and fires to the plate, and they cut down Drew Waters, which would have given the Royals the go-ahead run. And then Iglesias comes up with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th, runners in 2nd and 3rd, and hits that little ground ball to the left of Bobby Witt, and he tries to make a whirling dervish to the plate, and Arraez is able to score. Padres walk off with a 3-2 victory. Padres yesterday did not swing the bat well. They were out hit yesterday 7-5. I mean, Fernando had a hit. Merrill had a double, and he got robbed of a 2-run homer by Jack Caglione there with in the 8th inning. I mean, that was a great catch by Caglione, the rookie, and one of the top prospects, I might add, in all of Major League Baseball. He's having kind of a tough go swinging the bat right now, but he got the ability to be, I think, a great star for Kansas City for many years to come. And really not much offense. I mean, Iglesias had his hit. Bogaerts had a hit, his 15th double. He also had a walk yesterday. Arraez had a hit. But not a whole lot of offense yesterday by the Padres. But nonetheless, they're now 42 and 35. You'll take it. 5 games back of the Dodgers, in 3rd place right now. The Giants 3.5 games back of the Dodgers. Dodgers had their problems with Washington. Washington may be losing games, but they're playing teams tough. And we're going to get into Washington because there are a lot of former Padres on the Washington Nationals. And I'll tell you what the Dodger broadcasters had to say about Abrams and James Wood and Mackenzie Gore here a little bit later on in the program. Also, we had some roster moves over the weekend. Saturday, Padres reinstated right-handed reliever Brian Hoeing from the 60-day IL, right shoulder strain. Remember, he came down with the shoulder strain early in spring training. In fact, not the whole ball club hadn't even arrived. And we thought it was going to be just, a couple of weeks. Well, he hadn't pitched at all except till his rehab assignments down in El Paso. But he got activated. They sent down reliever Sean Reynolds. He was optioned down to AAA El Paso. And this one here did not shock me. It was kind of a when's this going to happen type move. They designated veteran outfielder Jason Hayward for assignment. 34 games with the Padres. Hayward hit 176 and 85 at bats, 2 homers, 12 RBIs, 494 OPS. You know what? He just Father Time caught up with him. He was 2 for 21 on his rehab assignment, 095 in El Paso. This guy had a hell of a career. And, I always tell people, and I had a conversation with my wife a couple of weeks ago about being an athlete. It doesn't normally end well because guys want to continue to play until people rip the uniform off of them. I don't know if anybody's going to sign Jason Hayward. I don't know why you would at this point in time. You go back to last year, he started with the Dodgers, ended up with Houston. Hasn't hit. It hasn't hit. It's just not there. Yeah, but this guy had an incredible career. He really had a great career. He won as we know, a world championship with Chicago in 2016. But you look at his 16-year career: a 255 hitter, 186 bombs, 730 RBIs, 1,575 hits, a 744 career OPS. Pretty good numbers. 5 Gold Gloves. That's a heck of a career. And I think if Jason Hayward wants to stay in the game, you got to find a spot for him. And I'm not saying with the Padres, maybe Atlanta or the Cubs. He can impart a lot of wisdom to young players. And not just the physical aspects of how you hold the bat or how you approach hitters or how you play the outfield, but just the insight in between the ears that a guy like Jason Hayward, all the scenarios and all the situations he's been in, he's got something to give. His legs may have, slowed down. He may not have the arm strength or the power or the hitting ability, but he's still got that knowledge, and that knowledge is not going to go away. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy. And, even though it didn't work out here in San Diego, the short time that he was here, I guarantee he had an impact on a lot of the young Padre players and maybe even some of the veteran players. So, give me your thoughts on that.